So first visualize in front of you Shakyamuni Buddha, who is the embodiment of your own gurus and all other Buddhas, holy beings, holy objects. In his heart is Chenrezig, 1,000 armed Chenrezig. And at his heart is the syllable Hri. You can just imagine it there. And from this, beams of light emanate, making 6 rows in the space below. At the tip of each beam is a throne supported by elephants and adorned with pearls. On each throne is seated a Buddha. In the first row are 6 Buddhas, blue in color and in the aspect of Akshobhya. With the exception of the 3rd Buddha, King, Lord of the Nagas, who has a blue-colored body but a white head. In the 2nd row are 7 Buddhas, white in color and in the aspect of Vairochana. In the 3rd row are 7 Buddhas, yellow in color and in the aspect of Ratnasambhava. In the 4th row are 7 Buddhas, red in color and in the aspect of Amitabha. In the 5th row are 7 Buddhas, green in color and in the aspect of Amoga Siddhi. So those are the 35 confession Buddhas. And in the final row are the 7 medicine Buddhas. Don't worry about visualizing all the different colors and hand gestures. Just imagine that they are there, smiling at you with compassion and radiating light. Each of these Buddhas is the embodiment of all the Buddhas of the 3 times and 10 directions, all the Dharma, all the Sangha, all holy objects like statues, stupas, and scriptures. Have complete faith that each one has the power to purify all your negative karmas and imprints accumulated since beginningless time. Imagine that you emanate numberless bodies, and as you prostrate, all these bodies prostrate along with you. So first make 3 prostrations while reciting the mantra, which increases the benefit of all prostrations. Om Namo Manjushriye, Namo Sushriye, Namo Uttama Shriye Soha. Om Namo Manjushriye, Nama Sushriye, Nama Uttama Shriye Soha. Om Namo Manjushriye, Nama Sushriye, Nama Uttama Shriye Soha. I, say your name, throughout all times, take refuge in the Guru, I take refuge in the Buddha, I take refuge in the Dharma, I take refuge in the Sangha. I, throughout all times, take refuge in the Guru, I take refuge in the Buddha, I take refuge in the Dharma, I take refuge in the Sangha. I, throughout all times, take refuge in the Guru, I take refuge in the Buddha, I take refuge in the Dharma, I take refuge in the Sangha. To the founder, Bhagawan, Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly completed Buddha, glorious conqueror, Shakyamuni Buddha, I prostrate. To Tathagata, thoroughly destroying with Vajra essence, I prostrate. To Tathagata, radiant jewel, I prostrate. To Tathagata, King, Lord of the Nagas, I prostrate. To Tathagata, army of heroes, I prostrate. To Tathagata, delighted hero, I prostrate. To Tathagata, jewel fire, I prostrate. To Tathagata, jewel moonlight, I prostrate. To Tathagata, meaningful to see, I prostrate. To Tathagata, jewel moon, I prostrate. To Tathagata, stainless one, I prostrate. To Tathagata, bestowed with courage, I prostrate. To Tathagata, pure one, I prostrate. To Tathagata, bestowed with purity, I prostrate. To Tathagata, water god, I prostrate. To Tathagata, deity of the water god, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious goodness, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious sandalwood, I prostrate. To Tathagata, infinite splendor, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious light, I prostrate. To Tathagata, sorrowless glory, I prostrate. To Tathagata, son of non-craving, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious flower, I prostrate. To Tathagata, pure light rays clearly knowing by play, I prostrate. To Tathagata, lotus light rays clearly knowing by play, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious wealth, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious mindfulness, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious name, widely renowned, I prostrate. To Tathagata, king holding the victory banner of foremost power, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious one, totally subduing, I prostrate. To Tathagata, utterly victorious in battle, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious transcendence through subduing, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious manifestations illuminating all, I prostrate. To Tathagata, all-subduing jewel lotus, I prostrate. To Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly completed Buddha, King of the Lord of Mountains, firmly seated on jewel and lotus, I prostrate. Next is the 7 medicine Buddhas. To Bhagawan, Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly completed Buddha, renowned glorious King of excellent signs, I prostrate. To Bhagawan, Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly completed Buddha, King of melodious sound, brilliant radiance of skill, adorned with jewels, moon, and lotus, I prostrate. To Bhagawan, Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly completed Buddha, stainless excellent gold, illuminating jewel who accomplishes all conduct, I prostrate. To Bhagawan, Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly completed Buddha, glorious Supreme One, free from sorrow, I prostrate. To Bhagawan, Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly completed Buddha, melodious ocean of proclaimed Dharma, I prostrate. To Bhagawan, Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly completed Buddha, clearly knowing by the play of supreme wisdom of an ocean of Dharma, I prostrate. To Bhagawan, Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly completed Buddha, medicine guru, king of lapis lazuli light, I prostrate. All those, you 35 Buddhas and others, as many Tathagatas, Arhats, perfectly completed Buddhas, as there are existing, sustaining, and residing in all the world systems of the 10 directions, all you Buddha Bhagawans, please pay attention to me. In this life and in all the states of rebirth, in which I have circled in samsara throughout beginningless lives, whatever negative actions I have created, made others create, or rejoiced in the creation of, whatever possessions of stupas, possessions of the Sangha, or possessions of the Sangha of the 10 directions that I have appropriated, made others appropriate, or rejoiced in the appropriation of, whichever among the 5 actions of immediate retribution I have done, caused to be done, or rejoiced in the doing of, whichever paths of the 10 non-virtuous actions I have engaged in, caused others to engage in, or rejoiced in the engaging in. Whatever I have created, being obscured by these karmas, causes me and sentient beings to be born in the hell realms, in the animal realm, and in the preta realm, in irreligious countries, as barbarians, or as long-life gods, with imperfect faculties, holding wrong views, or not being pleased with Buddha's descent. In the presence of the Buddha Bhagawans, who are transcendental wisdom, who are eyes, who are witnesses, who are valid, and who see with omniscient consciousness, I am admitting and confessing all these negativities. I will not conceal nor hide them, and from now on in the future, I will abstain and refrain from committing them again. All Buddha Bhagawans, please pay attention to me. In this life and in all other states of rebirth in which I have circled in samsara throughout beginningless lives, whatever roots of virtue I have created by generosity, even as little as giving just one mouthful of food to a being born in the animal realm, whatever roots of virtue I have created by guarding morality, whatever roots of virtue I have created by following pure conduct, whatever roots of virtue I have created by fully ripening sentient beings, whatever roots of virtue I have created by generating bodhicitta, and whatever roots of virtue I have created by my unsurpassed transcendental wisdom, all these assembled and gathered, combined together, I fully dedicate to the unsurpassed, the unexcelled, that higher than the high, that superior to the superior. Thus, I dedicate completely to the highest, perfectly complete enlightenment. Just as the previous Buddha Bhagawans have fully dedicated, just as the future Buddha Bhagawans will fully dedicate, and just as the presently abiding Buddha Bhagawans are fully dedicating, like that I too dedicate fully. I confess all negativities individually. I rejoice in all the merits. I urge and implore all Buddhas to grant my request. May I receive the highest, most sublime transcendental wisdom. To the conquerors, the best of humans, those who are living in the present time, those who have lived in the past, and those who will likewise come, to all those who have qualities as vast as an infinite ocean, with hands folded, I approach for refuge. So now visualize that due to this practice, nectar and light rays descend from the holy bodies of the Buddhas, completely purifying all negative karma, defilements, and imprints collected on your mental continuum since beginningless time. Generate strong faith that your mind has become completely pure. Then reflect on emptiness. In emptiness, there is no I, the creator of negative actions. In emptiness, there is no creating of negative actions. In emptiness, there are no negative actions created. Even though there are infinite phenomena, in emptiness nothing exists at all. There is no this and that, no me and you, nothing. In emptiness, everything is one taste. From this emptiness, everything comes into existence. Whatever exists is the manifestation of emptiness. And then dedication. Due to all the 3 time merits accumulated by myself, all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and all sentient beings, which are completely empty of existing from their own side, may the I, which is completely empty of existing from its own side, quickly achieve the state of full enlightenment, which is completely empty of existing from its own side, in order to lead all sentient beings who are completely empty of existing from their own side to that state by myself alone, who is completely empty of existing from its own side. Due to these merits, may the precious supreme enlightened thought, bodhicitta, letting go of self and cherishing others, which is the source of all success and happiness for myself and all sentient beings, immediately be generated within my own mind and within the minds of all sentient beings. May that which has already been generated never decline, but increase more and more. And we can also dedicate the merit of this practice and all the other things we've done this afternoon. Listening to teachings, discussing them. Let's dedicate to all those who are in need of help right now. We can dedicate to Sigal's father, who recently passed away. And anyone else who's passed away recently and is still in the intermediate state, we can pray that they will find a fortunate rebirth in which they can meet with teachers, show them their real nature, and help them along the spiritual path to the attainment of perfect peace, perfect happiness, enlightenment. And we can dedicate also to all those suffering from illness or any other kind of physical difficulties. For example, Shuki, who just had an operation. So may they recover from their illness, from their physical difficulties as quickly as possible, and be able to live long, healthy, and happy lives in accordance with the spiritual teachings, with the Dharma. And let's also dedicate to the long lives of our spiritual teachers. especially His Holiness the Dalai Lama, Lama Zopa Rinpoche, and all other teachers who are living the Dharma, showing the practice of Dharma through their lives, through their examples, and teaching others. May they live very long, healthy, successful lives, and be of great benefit to all sentient beings. Okay. So, I really don't have more to say about this topic. I mean, you still need some explanation on how to do Nyungnes, but hopefully Venerable Yunten, you can request her to explain Nyungnes and lead Nyungnes when she comes in the autumn. So we're still supposed to meet again next Saturday, but it's a Tsok day. It's a day for doing Tsok, and Sigal had asked, if we could do Tsok together. So we will do that. We'll do Lama Chupa. Lama Chupa, the Lama Chupa Tsok practice. Guru Puja. Yeah. This is a practice that's normally done two times a month, 10th and 25th days of the lunar calendar. So we'll do that. You don't have to come, it's optional, but that's what we'll be doing. That's what we'll be doing next Saturday. And it doesn't take very long. Hour and a half, 2 hours at the most.